touchdown for Davante Adams.
Play action, end zone, touchdown, Fitzgerald.
Here at TrueVR, we enable end-to-end virtual reality experiences. We design everything from the cameras, to the transcoders, to the distribution model, to the applications that a user would use. We enable this virtual experience at sporting events as if you were actually there. So you can look around, you can choose the camera angle that you want, and really feel like you're there. So what I do here is a little bit of everything. I've been with this company for many years. Within the last year and a half, we were acquired by Intel. We were actually a much smaller company prior. And in a small company, you do everything from write code, to pitch to investors, to take out the garbage. And so you cover all the opportunities there are. Here at Intel, I have a lot of opportunities to kind of specialize in a few things, but right now I'm still doing a little bit of taking out the garbage, pitching to investors, and writing code.
So I've actually been with the founders of the company for about 9 years, and in 3 or 4 different company names.
I want to bring joy to people with what I do, and at the same time you of course have to be pragmatic. You need to know how to run a tight project, you need to know how to stay within a budget, you need to know how to hire the right people. So definitely it has to be grounded in a lot of pragmatism, but I don't think of the two as being exclusive in any way, and I think the combination is what makes you successful.
Moving from a small community where we were kind of the big fish in a little pond, basically was we couldn't get our name out there. People thought, oh, where you're at, you're nobody. But by moving here to California, to the Silicon Valley, suddenly, we have daily meetings with all of these companies that are located here in this area. And, one day we can meet with, 5 or 6 different groups at once, and we're interacting and we're talking together and working out deals, and it's like night and day.
I truly believe that your company is your people, and so you have to take good care of your people, and that really defines your success. And so to find people with that same mindset and to keep that team together and to grow with them and to make sure they grow, there's a joy to it, but there's a lot of effort and a challenge.
The key to success is tightly bound to the energy and the supportive nature of the team. And so culture is everything. If people don't want to come to work, you're not going to get great results. But if people are empowered and feel motivated to deliver, then you're going to get amazing results. So culture is super important. And here at Intel, we try to foster exciting and fun cultures, as well as focusing on delivering our products.
I was just dreading payday coming along, and I was just thinking, how am I going to make a payroll? And you know that people have just implicitly trusted in you, and so I think it's that trust that keeps you going. And again, it's just miraculous how helping hands show up and things work out.
The goal of any project is to have flawless execution. But the reality is when it's new or it's a big challenge, you're going to have hiccups. One example is we were doing a hockey game and the score wouldn't show up. So people in VR are watching hockey with no scores. We had 2 hours to come up with a solution. We came up with a crazy solution where we actually took a clip from the broadcast feed, cropped down just the part of the score, and pasted that in VR. It was ugly, but it worked.
There's setbacks at every corner, but as we try to develop this, we just one by one tackle the next issue.
you always will encounter some obstacles. And so there are things where, despite having the best plan, something changes or circumstances change, the ecosystem changes. And if you have a sense of persistence, then you're able to then think of other ways to get to your destination. Or maybe your destination is actually something different from what you envisioned when you embarked on that particular journey. So I really think that persistence is something that is needed, and it really helps you in your journey and propels you towards success.
We're doing something that's never been done before. Live VR is brand new. We just came off of the Olympics, and no one has ever done live VR in the Olympics before. We just did it. We had a lot of hiccups and minor glitches, but we pulled it off, and it was an amazing experience.
This is still something that is evolving. So the headsets are evolving, the content is evolving, the experiences are evolving, and so we need to be more patient. And I think the people who win are the people who get in early and then build that expertise. And so as these other things in the ecosystem are maturing, you are ready to intercept them, and you're there at the correct time.
So virtual reality is not a well-defined market. It changes every month. New players come in, new investment money comes in, and then companies eventually fail or succeed. To keep up with the change, you have to be thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of everybody else. And so when we're designing the next generation camera, for example, we're thinking about the next generation camera as well, and making sure that we're looking ahead far enough.
To be successful in this business with this camera, one, you have to be always evolving. You have to be creating new experiences, new, stretching the limits and stretching the bounds of what's possible. And once you achieve one milestone, you move to the next, and you just keep expanding that. And that's how you stay active. That's how you make it in this life.